with certain allergies, obviously some breads obviously aren't suitable. For our little boy, because he's allergic to soya, a lot of breads aren't suitable. So we've started to make our own bread, which is really easy. So you just need some strong white bread flour. This is just from Aldi, but you can use any strong white bread flour. Some salt, some olive oil, and some fast action yeast. And then just some warm water, not boiling, just warm water. And here we go, let's mix it all together. 500, it's 320 of water. So 500 of the flour. It's going to seem a lot, but this is to make you a big loaf. Nearly there. Oh, 500, there we go. Our yeast. Now these are quite handy, just 7-gram sachets. You can buy the tins and just use as much as you need. I just find these are handy because you don't have to worry about the storage element, because once you open yeast you have to keep it in the fridge. So in it goes the yeast. Then we're going to do salt. Now you only need half a teaspoon of salt here. So that's a 1/4 teaspoon. So we're going to do 2 of these. Whoop, that's probably 2. Because that went over a bit. We don't want it too salty. And then we're going to put in 2 tablespoons of oil. In it goes. 1, 2. And now we're literally just going to add in 320 ml of warm water. So I'm going to start mixing it with a spatula. It's going to get very sticky. Once it's all mixed, we'll start kneading. So it's come together a bit now, so I'm going to do some kneading. So we've put just plain flour on the side, and I'm just going to get our mix out, and this is where we're going to start the kneading. Now if I did have my mixer, I'm not going to lie, with my dough hook I would be using that, but instead we're just going to do the old-fashioned route of kneading. You might need to add a little bit more flour if it gets a bit sticky. Try not to add too much because it will obviously adjust your measurements of your bread.
How long does this bit take?
It purely depends. I mean, obviously, the more you knead, the more air you're going to get into your loaf and get a better rise. Obviously, if you have got a dough hook and a mixer, it is going to take less time. But when you do it by hand, it's really you just have to see by your eye. I reckon that's probably not far off. I'm going to do maybe 1 more minute, and then we're going to put it aside to prove for an hour. As you can see, it's becoming a more uniform dough as well. Perfect. There we go. So I'm going to pop that into a bowl, and I'm going to cover it with cling film and put it somewhere as warm as possible for an hour to prove.
So an airing cupboard?
Yeah, an airing cupboard, or at the moment, obviously with the warm weather, the other day I just put it in our bedroom because it was that warm. So it just depends, obviously, where the hottest part of your house is. There we go. A little bit messy, but it doesn't matter. And then you're just going to put that somewhere so it gets nice and warm and rises. You want it to double in size. So next time we see it, hopefully it'll be as big as the bowl. See you in a bit. So we're back. So this has been left in our airing cupboard for, I'd say, easily, well, it's been more than an hour because we popped out. So I'm going to say it's probably been about 2 hours. And as you can see, it's 100% doubled in size. So now we're going to take the cling film off. Unfortunately, I didn't oil the cling film, so that's stuck, but it doesn't matter. Get off as much as you can. And then we're going to just knead that dough one more time to knock out the air, and then we're going to let it rise again for another half an hour to an hour. So a bit more flour on the surface. I'm going to let that come out, and we're just going to knead that one more time to knock out the air. That's it. Then we're going to pop it back in there and cover it back up for another rise. See you again in an hour. Hey, so this is at its second rise, so that means it is now ready to get out and shape, ready to be cooked. So let's take this out. Again, obviously some has stuck, but that's fine.
Are you saying we should olive oil the cling
really
film?
I should have olive oiled the cling film just to avoid, because it's only just really more than anything, because now obviously it's harder to get the cling film off, and obviously realistically you're just losing a bit of your dough really. So in hindsight, should have done that, but you live and learn, don't you? So I'm just going to do a little bit of flour just because we're now going to shape our dough.
So you did olive oil the bowl?
Yeah, I olive oiled the bowl because then obviously you still get, that makes it easier to get out. So now I'm just going to gently flour that. Don't want too much, again, just to stop you sticking. You can grease paper as well. So I'm going to shape ours into a sort of oblong, and then I'm going to twist the ends and I'm going to tuck them under. So it's not perfect, but hopefully we will get a nice loaf out of that. And what I will quickly do is just do a couple, just to make it look a bit fancy, a couple of scores on the top of the dough. Just to make it look a bit fancy. A bit of flour in the top. And then into the oven. So now it's going to go into the oven for 30 minutes at 200 degrees. Now, depending on how hot your oven is, you might need a little bit more, a little bit less. So I'm going to go with 25 and then we'll check it, and if we need the extra 5 we'll add it on. Here it goes. See you in a bit. timer done, so that's had 25 minutes at 200. So let's have a look what it looks like. Oh wow. It's got a lovely rise on it. And let's just have a quick. Yeah, if you tap the bottom.
Crunchy, crispy.
Yeah, crispy, but also like you can hear that it's what's the word? Not hollow, dense. No, dense. I don't know. Someone in the comments tell me what I'm trying to say. You'll know what I mean. Light and fluffy. So obviously that's done. So I'm going to turn our oven off. And obviously once this is cooled, I'll cut it open so that you can have a little see what it's like inside. But that's got a lovely shape on it. And you can already see here, hopefully, what the inside's going to be like. That's hot.
So this is dairy free?
Dairy free, soya free, nut free, and just better for you, because obviously a lot of shop bought bread is full of preservatives to keep it going for longer. Now I will say, this bread, when we made it the other day, it does start to, after maybe 3 days, it does start to go a bit hard and just not as nice. But to be honest, if you're anything like us, a family of 2 adults and a child, that won't last more than 2 or 3 days anyway. And when it gets to that point, you can just use it for toast. See you next one. Bye.